me see if this shit gonna work. Cause I don't even know how good this shit gonna work.
Did you put up a buzz post?
Yeah, I put up a joint saying we getting it going. You feel me? But yo, what's popping, people?
Oh, we on?
We on, man. We
Nigga,
on.
look, niggas is in Jamaica drinking rum punch.
We in Jamaica right now.
Don't blame me for anything I say on this
chilling.
stream, okay?
You feel me? So we wanted to talk about like we did the show kind of late because it's fucking. We was busy earlier. You feel what I'm saying? So forgive us. You feel what I mean? Because usually we do the Friday show around 3 something. And most of y'all probably is like not even up and shit. Or y'all probably out, hopefully, on a Friday night.
Hollering at
chicks and not looking at us. But Jason Gordon was popping, bro. Was good. VP Films in the building. What's going on, people? So we just wanted to talk real quick about, traveling and when you getting chicks when you're traveling. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, did you know that you could... Mr. Locario showed me this today. You can change your settings on Tinder...
Exactly.
...to where you're going.
Yeah.
And you can start matching with bitches before you even get there.
It's true.
Nigga, we was in Miami matching with bitches in Kingston before we even got here.
Yeah.
Now a nigga's on here with 7 matches and we just touched down today. You feel me? So
you can make this shit happen. Soul Prince was popping, bro. Jeffrey was good. What's going on? You feel me? So we just chilling. We here up in what is this? Kingston?
Yeah, we in
Kingston, Jamaica, chilling. We out here on the balcony. I got my dudes cubes up in the This is if you ever get the idea of messing with us, this guy's gonna come after you. Okay, this guy back here, he's gonna do something crazy to you. Now I'm fucking with y'all.
That nigga look brolic as shit on camera. God damn.
Nigga look mad swole.
Nah, that's the videographer extraordinaire.
Right.
You feel me?
Jermaine Jones was popping, yo. Was good, man. Was good.
TCE Videos. Look him up. TCE Videos.
It's TCEvideos.com, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you guys need some videos done, that's the guy back there. You feel what I'm saying?
Sir, we do.
He gets, but you gotta have a budget. Don't be.
Yeah.
Don't
Bring the budget, son. Y'all broke ass rappers with no fucking budget. Don't call him. Don't call me neither, nigga.
Chizzy City, you say you just got done hollering at a chick and came on this. Perfect timing. That's what's up. That's what I like to hear.
Jermaine? What up, Jermaine?
Excalibur was good. What's going on? So it's crazy, man. Look, I got a confession to make, man. Yo. I'm gonna look straight in the fucking camera. And what you gotta understand is that looks matter, son. Okay, because. Real talk. It's all about looks. Because as soon as I got to Jamaica, for some reason, all these Jamaican chicks are like, "Oh my God, you're so handsome." So I don't know. Jamaica might be my spot for chicks thinking I'm cute and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, they love this nigga's skin.
They was like, "Yo,
your
skin is so soft and beautiful. Oh my God," And so now So you guys are right. It's all about looks. Just forget game. I'm quitting game today. Today's the last day I'm ever gonna do game. Because, it's all about looks. You feel what I'm saying? You guys are right. Why somebody clip that and fucking try to make it? He didn't succeed as right now. I'm going to clip this shit.
Fucking.
See, I told you it was about looks.
It was only a matter of time until Mr. Locario came around to the truth. Fuck out of here, nigga. Get some game about you, man.
Yo. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we're tired and we're kind of, you know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with y'all.
I've been sipping rum punch. I'm saucy.
Right.
Mr. Lucario's cool.
I'm chilling,
because he's a focused nigga.
I had a little bit of something
saucy. Okay.
But yeah,
my man Cheo's hooked up the rum punch. He over there in the corner chilling.
Saccharine, he said I got pretty boy syndrome. It's true, man.
Yeah, this nigga's a pretty boy.
Because these chicks, the chicks is like, oh my God, you're so cute, but they still wasn't, dropping draws. You feel what I'm saying? So I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know what to think anymore. It's like it's so confusing in this game. You feel what I'm saying? So it's fucked up. But you guys need to it's weird because I think depending on where you go. There might be some. They say you sipping on tomato juice. There might be some chicks that you may resonate more with, depending on where you go. Like even Miles, you just turned on your Tinder and chicks is hitting you up already, right?
Yo,
like
chicks
just quickly
on the cock
quickly.
heavy.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, it's over there charging.
But
yeah, I got like 5 or 6 matches. Some of them is alright too.
Jermaine Jones, he said, "You wish you could hang with us, man. You don't want to hang with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're gonna be like, yo, you guys suck. and you see how we're off camera. Off camera, we're like super lame and shit.
Yo,
all we do is work.
Yeah, all we do is work. Niggas just be working.
You know what I'm saying?
We holler at bitches in the meantime.
Right. But we just be working. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? But why does water taste like this? It just tastes weird.
My bad. I don't know.
Anyway, but you said, do I have Tinder Gold? Nah, I think I got the Tinder where you pay, where you can do unlimited swipes.
Unlimited swipes, right.
But I don't have the gold one where you can see who liked you first. Because I had that at one point, and then I was like, but definitely pay for the Tinder where you could have unlimited swipes, because that makes it a little bit more, easier for you.
Keep swiping, and like what we said before about setting up likes before you get to your destination.
Right.
You just have unlimited swipes. You can just keep. See, me, I don't swipe. That's too much work. I just tap the like button. That's what I just tap the like button. That's it.
Man. G-Matic, what up? You said, do you think it's okay for a man to wear a man weave /wig if it improves his success?
No.
The
motto is the truth is inside you, B. The truth is inside you. The truth is not on your head.
Right.
The truth is not on your head.
Nah, because, and also too, look, man, if you wearing a man wig or whatever that is, or what the hell's a man weave? What is that? Doing that type of stuff technically is counterproductive, because all it's doing is reinforcing your insecurity, because you feel like you need this thing to feel, you know what I'm saying, better about yourself.
Are you not good enough?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So, you ain't really gotta do that, all that shit.
Gotta do all that shit.
Just
I mean, if you like doing it for you,
right,
then hey, do it. But don't do it because you think chicks is gonna like it. Don't do it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But you guys, you gotta come out and travel.
Yeah, man, travel.
And just because this is my first time in Jamaica. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, what the fuck is this? You feel what I'm saying?
He saw a live goat on the street
right,
for the first time.
Exactly. It was just a goat just on the street. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, what's because my father's side of the family's from Jamaica. So like, but I've never been to Jamaica. This is the first time I'm in Jamaica, and I'm in Kingston. And I'm like, yo, this shit is mad hood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is why we're inside the spot with you guys, because we're too scared to go outside, because we're trying not to get killed. You feel what I'm saying? Because
shotters are out there.
Because dudes could tell we not from here.
Shotters are out there. Niggas is scoping heavy.
They could tell we not from here, because we shape up our mustaches and our clothes fit and they're clean.
Niggas is clean cut.
Exactly. So
niggas is clean cut and our clothes look new.
Exactly. And we have a little bit of weight on us. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of the dudes out here is skinny as shit, because they out here working in the sun and walking around. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to the Jamaican people. I don't want y'all to think I'm dissing Jamaica, because I mean that's where my family's from. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And Miles's family's from you.
I was born in Jamaica, so I'm more used to it than he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I saw the goat, I was cool. When he saw the goat, he was like, "What the fuck?" Exactly.
I'm trying to. When you keep tasting something and you think it's gonna taste better, or you're trying to.
It's the water. It's the water that we bought today. It's the bottled water.
Crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Let me find out. Jamaican water tastes like something else. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe you're better off drinking the rum punch.
Oh no, for real, that's crazy. My God. But the water tastes very, very thick, I should say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this shit.
Look, see, we got a picture of rum punch.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Maybe you should drink this shit instead.
You said so. You guys are like celebrities to females out here. The thing is,
bitches don't know us like that.
Yeah, they don't know us like that. But I think maybe it's a little bit more, because we're from the United States or whatever. And some of you guys that's watching, I know, are from the United States. I know some of y'all is from London or whatever. But I think that depending on where you go, maybe like the islands, they like Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, fucking Costa Rica, Brazil, like those like type of islands, not islands, but those type of spots. I think there's a little bit more cooperation generally than like America. You know what I mean? Because when we was in Brazil, the cooperation was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we gotta go back to Brazil.
We gotta go back to Brazil. You feel what I'm saying? Cubes, you been to Brazil?
Not yet.
Oh man, you gotta go to Brazil, man. You gotta go to Brazil, man. Brazil is that shit. Okay, man. Eric Sampson, you said I'm gonna get my dance hall on. Power thrust them hoes on the dance floor. Oh man, but yeah, you know.
Nah, we good.
Man, Saccharin, you say you watching us from Mexico? What's popping in Mexico? What's the deal? What's going on? But yeah, you know. Yeah, if you guys want to call up, let me see if I have the Skype on. Hold on, let me see something. 646-481-3901. So the caller number 646-481-3901. You feel me? Call up. I was chilling out here earlier and I saw a fucking lizard just roll past. I was like, what the fuck is this? Said this tomato juice looks nice and cold. But yeah, when I went to Brazil, the chicks there were ridiculous. They were like, you know, very aggressive, and I loved it. Shout out to Humble Wolf, was popping, bro. Hold on. Why am I not hearing the call stuff? Hold on. Yo, who's this? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Locario.
What's popping? What's going on, bro?
Nothing, man. I see y'all niggas out there in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm just trying to show some love, bro.
What's going on, man?
Good looking, man. Where you calling from?
Hey, Miles, what's going on, man?
I'm out here chilling, man. Just, you know, we getting ready for some work. We really out here on some work shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, we gotta keep the movement popping. So that's what we doing.
What's going on with you?
What's up? Hey, I had a question that y'all are on a trip because this actually occurred to me like a month ago when I went on a trip to Tanzania in Africa.
Right.
So I was trying to, you know, of course, like do my thing out there in Zanzibar, which is an island.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, like, there was a lot of, like, tourists go out there and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like, I would, you know, say what's good to the chicks and whatnot.
Mm.
And I don't know what it was, but, like, man, I thought I was just, you know, dressing regular and whatnot, just a shirt and jeans.
Mm.
But every time they would see me, they would be like, yeah, you know, we can, you know, get it popping, but it's going to cost you some money, like $100, $50. I'm like, what? I'm not paying. Like,
right. Well, see, that's because you know, there's always gonna be those you know, those hoes out there that's trying to come up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta make sure or look out for if the chick you dealing with is trying to get a come up or she's just trying to, you know, have some fun with you. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of and the funny part is a lot of the girls who will want some paper will pretend they just trying to have fun with you and then throw it on you at the last minute and be like, yo, you know, I'm gonna need some, or this is gonna cost this, or whatever it is like that. So that's why you have to like really, you gotta really come at them and let them know, like, hey, listen, we could go to my hotel, we could go do this and do that and have some fun, but I ain't giving you no money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but yeah, and that's the thing, and like I had to like explain that. You know what I'm saying? But like, how do you avoid that from the jump? Because it seemed like there were some dudes that like, you know, I don't know, maybe if they knew them or whatnot, but they kind of were able to, like, it seemed like they were able to just dodge that and, you know, get shit going. But it's like when you try, it's like they'll be like, yeah, but we charging you. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the thing is, some chicks, they won't even bother to charge because they're just feeling you. You know what I'm saying? But also too, it all depends, man. It all depends, you know, on the situation, because some people, you know, like when they're in those situations, they don't care about really paying for it. Like I'm totally against paying chicks for vagina, because
not me.
Yeah,
like,
not this guy.
Not me.
Not this guy. This guy will pay for some pussy in Brazil.
And I don't pay for pussy. I pay bitches to leave.
Right. So
I understand.
Exactly.
You
So
said I pay bitches to leave.
right. So that's what Miles does. I can't even pay them to leave. I can't. Like I get sick to my stomach thinking about giving the chick money.
Man.
But
The
that's
good
just
thing
me.
is, like, I'm too cheap, so I can't do that shit.
You say you what?
I said I'm too cheap, so I can't do that shit. So like naturally,
you know what it is? You know what it is, bro? You know what it is? You have to sometimes you have to try to figure out where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Right.
Because I'm gonna give you an example about Brazil. Now in Brazil, there are certain bars that you go to where the whores hang out at. Okay?
Right.
So if you go to that bar, or if you go to a bar like that, 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10, is gonna be a whore. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And you already know that you're gonna pay. What you kind of have to do is try to like research the area before you get there. And then if you know you're the type of cat that you just want to try to speak to a local chick, then you have to go to like a regular bar. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right. So the thing is, when you go to a regular bar and you interact with a regular chick, then you more than likely you may not have you won't have to be in a pay situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. And but that's the thing. Like the girl I was hollering at, right? She was like, she looked regular. She was like with a bunch of friends. You know what I'm saying? Dressed regular. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where it kind of threw me off. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And like that spot specifically that I went to that night, the reason I even knew about that like function was because so I was out there on vacation and I was kind of just talking to the bartenders and they kind of put me on game. Like, look, there's something happening tonight. And I was like, all right, cool. You know, I'm going to just join y'all. Right. And they were cool about it and everything. But so I just thought it was like a regular spot. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And then you found out that she was trying to get some paper.
Exactly.
See?
You know,
well,
but
you know,
also kind of put me on game that in that area.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard there to like make money.
Right.
So they kind of like really go after tourists.
And that's another thing. That's another thing I was gonna tell you. Like a lot of chicks in these like third world type of countries.
Yeah.
They're out there for the come up. You understand what I'm saying? Because in some situations, even if you just meet a chick and you know, and she kind of, you know, she's feeling you and you feeling her and so on and so forth, what happens is a lot of cats, they'll throw her like a 20 or a 50 or some shit like that. Not to necessarily pay her, but to just kind of like, you know, be like, hey, this is for your troubles. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Because I remember, I think it was some chick in Brazil that I messed with, right? And so she came to the hotel. She smashed, like we smashed or whatever, and she was about to leave. So I said to her, you know, how you getting home or whatever? She's like, oh, I guess I'll just walk or whatever. And I was like, how long is it gonna take you? She's like, oh, I don't know, about like an hour. So I'm like, you gonna walk an hour to your house? So I gave her like maybe like some cab fare. You know what I'm saying? So I gave her money to get cab fare because I felt bad for her because I'm like, come on, you can't walk. So I wasn't necessarily paying her to fuck me, but it was kind of like, here's some money for your troubles. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go take a cab, goddammit. You know what I mean? That type of shit. So it all depends on you because look, at the end of the day, you know, even though I personally don't like paying for pussy, I don't necessarily feel like I should tell dudes don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you got to do. Do what you feel you want to do. You know what I'm saying? As a man, this is what being a man is about: doing the things you feel that you want to do and what's right for you.
Right.
So, because some guys will pay for pussy because they, you know, like just in general, some guys will pay for pussy because, let's say, they have a girl and they want to have some pussy on the side, but they don't want anything to come back to their girl. So they're sort of paying the girl to shut the fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, here's this money, so you can't come back and, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying you to be quiet and be discreet. Or you have some guys who they're so busy that their schedule is literally like they have no time to really interact with chicks. So in order for you to get sex without having to pay for it, you have to spend time interacting with women. Right. You see what I'm saying? So you got some guys whose schedule is so crazy that they just gonna have to pay for it because there's no time for them to interact with the girls. You see what I mean? So again, it's all dependent on how you want to do it. Me personally, I just don't like doing it.
The main thing for you is that if you're at a place or if you're in a place and you meet a chick and you're feeling her, you gotta let her know from the door, like, I'm feeling you, and this is not a trick situation.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta talk to the girl. You have to really communicate with her. Because let me tell you something. When when like for example, when I go to Brazil and I know I'm going out to fucking pick up a hoe or whatever, I talk to her for about 60 seconds, and then my next phrase that I say is "Vamos a mi casa." You understand? That means let's go back to my house. You understand? And then if she's a businesswoman, she'll like either just go with me or she'll blurt out a price. You understand what I'm saying? And then I'll know from there. But the point what I'm trying to make to you is you have to know what you want. You understand what I'm saying? And you say to her, "Hey, I really like you. Do you like me? No money." You understand what I'm saying? Let her know, like, yo, no money. Like we're not. There's not no money shit. And if she keeps talking about money, then you gotta leave her where she stands.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
See, let me tell you something. Fucking with chicks on any level, it doesn't matter. You just have to know exactly what you want and express it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you like a girl and you know you're not trying to like hire her, then you have to express that. You just have to let her know. The point of the matter is you have nothing to lose. You're in a new country. You're in a different space. Just be totally honest. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And don't be afraid to say what you want. Be like, "Hey, I want you to come back to my house because I really like you, not because I want to fucking hire you for the evening." You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be honest with what you want. Now a nigga like me, I don't give a fuck, B. I like. Sometimes it depends. Sometimes I meet a chick that I like and we'll chill and da 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 da. But sometimes I know I'm just trying to get that nut, and she's like, "Hey, 50 or 100 or whatever she says," and I'm like, "Hey, vamos a mi casa, bitch. Vamos a mi casa." Like, I don't know what else. Like, it is what it is. Because let me tell you something. Me, I'm past the point of infatuation with females. Right. I'm not infatuated about females.
Right.
What excites me is success with my businesses and my ambitions.
And see,
you see what I'm saying? So I don't worry about that shit.
And let me put out this disclaimer too. What I should say to you guys out there, because I think a lot of guys will hear this and be like, "Oh well, let me just just go out there and just pay for shit and that's it."
Right.
Now again, you make sure the place that you're paying for vagina is a place that's legal for that to happen, like Amsterdam or whatever it is, like that, or other places. Right. That's one. Two. What I would say to you guys is this: if you're gonna pay for it and make it a thing you pay for it after you've already developed the skill to get it without paying for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so the reason why I say that, and this is why I'm using Miles as an example, because Miles already done fucked a bunch of chicks and had threesomes and did all this other crazy shit and already, so he knows how to make it happen. So it's not like he doesn't know how to make it happen. So he already knows. So since he already knows, then all he needs to do if he wants to actually do it is to do it if he wanted to do it and make it happen. You see what I'm saying? The difference between him and another guy is another guy may not know how to do it on his own without anything and then use the money as a crutch. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the difference. You see what I mean? It's like the difference between a guy who says, because I hear guys say, "Oh, don't get with girls or don't get married or don't get into a long-term relationship," and I always say, yeah, that can make sense only if you have done it already.
Right.
So if you've done it already, then you came to the conclusion that, hey, there's pros and cons to this thing, then that makes more sense than if you've never actually did it and then you're telling everybody not to do it, but you don't really have any experience in it anyway. You see what I'm saying? So then that comes across like kind of crazy. You see what I mean? So that's kind of like what we're saying.
I see what y'all saying.
You feel me? So
Yeah, I feel you exactly.
Yeah, man.
Can I ask y'all one more question?
Just one more. That's it. One more.
Go ahead.
What did you say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Because alright, so this is more of a business question now. But I thank y'all for putting me on game about dealing with girls in third world countries, because that shit is wild. But and it's gonna sound weird, but because I know you ship off your books to different customers once they buy it, right?
Right.
How do you find the best way to ship so that it's cheaper on your end as far as your products? Because I started a business, and right now we have our website going. And I was actually testing it last night, and everything works. So now I just have to set up the shipping,
Right.
and so that I'm able to ship it to different people.
Mm.
Like, do you get like different accounts from UPS, FedEx, USPS, and then just use the cheapest one from each one, or do you go to one site that's
Right.
like, yo, this is probably the best? Yeah.
Well, the thing is, damn, why is this stream acting funny right now? Hold on. It's still recording on the OBS, but I'm trying to make sure the stream is acting good. Hold on, give me 1 second, because this shit is acting goofy. Hold on.
Yeah, that streaming be acting up.
Yeah, because
I've been trying to tell you, bro, like, when you at the crib, you might as well tether from your phone and get the data, and like,
Right,
so that
right.
goes a lot faster.
Yeah, because I know it's acting funny now because we on
Yeah.
somebody else's network, so we don't
Right,
you
we're
know
on
what I'm saying?
Wi-Fi
Oh,
in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, so we but either way, the actual stream is running
But-
anyway, so it's gonna
Let
flow.
me answer your question, right? It depends on what you're shipping. Okay?
Yeah, so I'm shipping clothes.
You're shipping
Like-
clothes. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
clothes might be light. Because all right, look, it depends on the size and weight. You understand?
Yeah.
Depending on the size and weight, it might be cheaper to ship it with the postal company. It might be cheaper to ship it with UPS or FedEx. Based on the fragility of if you're shipping something like glass or something that's delicate, it might be better for you to ship it with another company. And they're also local companies. They're like local mailbox companies. What's like Mailbox Inc. Like you got companies that they have it's like a UPS store, but it's called Mailbox, etc. or some shit like that.
Right.
And those are local
Okay.
places where you can ship. And if you develop like a business account with them, they'll give you a discount. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
it all depends
Alright.
on what you're trying to ship, how heavy it is, how big it is, but you have to figure out your what's efficient for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, good luck on that though. That's what's up, man.
But definitely
You're doing your thing.
do work with the company though. Work with the company and try to create a corporate account, because in the long run you will save money that way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel exactly what
You
you're
don't
saying,
just
man.
don't
Hey,
just
thank-
don't just
thank-
randomly go
what?
to FedEx or UPS or the post office whenever you feel like it. Like actually go to the UPS, go to FedEx, go to somebody, go to Mailbox, etc., DHL, whatever you want, and speak to them
Yeah.
about setting up a corporate account or a business account, and let them know that you'll be working with them exclusively, and then they'll give you some sort of discount. You see what I'm saying?
Real shit. All right,
Yeah,
bro.
but like, do they trust you out the gate? Because like, the thing is, I know there's some people that they kind of get that. I've heard that before, that we're gonna be doing business together, but it always, like, here and there, it always turns out that maybe you try it once and you don't like it, and you just dip. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, don't you kind of have to do business with them after a certain point, it's like, all right, now we'll start giving you discounts because we see that there's consistency with the business.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like for example, UPS, they have a lot of different local stores, right? But
Yeah.
in any given district, there is one store that you can go to actually register your business with them to create a corporate account. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that only happens after you do some type of consistent business. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do. You need to establish your business a little more, and then figure out what you want to do from there. You understand what I'm saying? But in the meantime,
Alright.
what you can do is try different companies and see what the prices are for similar items. So see what it costs to send a T-shirt to each, to different places. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then compare and contrast,
Okay.
which place is the cheapest and so on and so forth.
Right. Yeah, man. All right, bro.
Alright.
Man,
Yeah.
appreciate the call, bro.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Keep
Thanks
doing
a
your
lot,
thing, man.
I'm gonna call y'all around, and I'm gonna catch the stream. Right now, I gotta help my sister move, but thanks a lot, man.
All right, man. Take care, man. Thanks for the call.
All right, peace.
All right, you too. Peace.
All right. He said Jamaica got that aluminum foil internet service. For real. It probably does shit. Because this shit is just like...
It says it's offline.
Yeah, it's like, it's keep going on and off. That shit crazy. But
it was doing good at the beginning.
Right, for real. But the actual video is going to be cool, so you guys are going to be able to see the playback once I put it up on the main channel. So even if it's choppy now, you feel what I'm saying, you'll still be able to see the playback on the main channel. You feel what I'm saying? But man, shit, it is hot as fuck out here, man.
Yeah, the
it's hot as
humidity
fuck.
is...
It's crazy. It's
perfect.
crazy. It's crazy. Shit is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yo, I'm so saucy.
I know, right? I'm feeling like mad relaxed right now. I don't even know what the fuck is that. You said the tree behind us is blocking the internet signal. What up, Rob Cruz? What's going on? What's going on? Shit. But man, you know, we still gonna try to make it do what it do.
Y'all gotta travel, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta travel.
Mm-hmm. Let me see who this is on. Who
Do
else is
yourself a
on this
favor and
line?
travel. Holler at bitches in new places.
Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
What's good with y'all? How y'all brothers doing? This is Infinite Ism out of Oakland.
What up, bro? What's going on with you, man?
Oh, my man calling from the Bay Area. What's up, man? Infinite Ism.
Yes, sir. What's good with you, Miles?
I'm chilling, man. Just at work,
Hey,
enjoying it.
Yeah.
I see y'all in Jamaica. I was in my Tango Bay actually last year around the same time. And let me tell y'all, it was hard than a motherfucker to get some pussy out there.
Oh, you're... Wow, what happened?
It was now, like, it seemed like every girl I approached, I was going to the club or whatever, and it seemed like all the girls that I was approaching just wanted me to pay for pussy. Like,
wow.
It was pretty much. It seemed like now I knocked one bitch, but she was American. You feel me? And you really can't tell because all the bitches is black, so you really can't tell until you approach them
Right.
and you start talking. And in the few bitches that I was noticing that was American, they was more, on some like just talking or whatever, just being social. And I knocked one bitch. I actually fucked one bitch out there, but the rest of the bitches out there, it was some bad ones too. Ooh, it was some bad ones.
And
my God, it was some bad ones at every club. I was like, God damn. The first night I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, Jamaica, nice. Damn, every bitch I approached was on some like, you know when you're talking to a prostitute and escort, the vibe.
Right.
Bitches over here, you already know they either extra flirty or they just looking at you like, how much you got.
Right.
Well,
I mean, it's a third world country. Most of the chicks out here is just out here for a come up.
And that's why you need to know how to finesse the situation, because see, this is the thing that's so good about being a dude, and is the thing. Well, a guy with game is that if you have game, you're able to seduce a woman and persuade her to sort of go the way you're trying to go. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, even if a girl sometimes at first, because this is the thing, some of these girls are out here that still try to, get dudes to pay for whatever and all this other stuff. But the thing is that there's a side of them that still actually likes sex and likes to just, be a chick who can get her rocks off. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're able to tap into that side, you're able to get it without, it having to be the type of shit where you got to pay for shit. You see what I'm saying? And so that's
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And it's funny because I was at a resort, and that's one thing I would never recommend dudes to have unless you at a resort where there's other hotels around where it's a bunch of bitches. I was at a resort which was kind of isolated. So when it comes to the resorts, I had like the all-inclusive resort thing where if you wanted to bring a guest, you had to pay like $100 for them to get in for a day. So it was hard to take a bitch back to the room.
That's rough.
You feel me? Because it's like, because bitches, I ain't gonna pay no $100 for no. That's damn near like paying for pussy. Like,
right, exactly.
I'm like, I couldn't do that at all. But it was funny. It was a late night. The last night I was there, it was one bitch that was just standing outside smoking a cigarette or whatever. And then right when she was just staring at me, so I made my way over there and we talking. And then I was like, hey, let's go back to my hotel in my room or whatever. And she was good with it. Like, so yeah, come on. So I was like, okay. So we was going back to my room. And then this bitch filling up on me on the elevator and shit. We was on our way there. So I'm like, okay, she's going to pop off.
Right.
And so as we got to the room, this bitch got on the bed and was like, so can I get like, $100? She's on my bed. bed. I was like, what? I said, hey, look, I'm giving you some free dick. What you talking about?
Right,
like,
right.
And she was like, oh, well, you know, you have to give me something, like, please, like.
Oh,
and
damn.
it just kept going down and down and down, and the more down she got, the more my dick was in. So she went down to like $20 or whatever, and I just gave that bitch a beer and just told her to keep going and just keep moving. I was like, she was thirsty and shit too, so I gave her a little beer. You know, the little beer that they have at the hotel room.
Right.
Gave her that bitch a beer, and I was like, yeah, you can keep going. That's just walked out the room.
Wow. See, that's the part that's hard out here, man, because they're so used to getting other guys to do it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. You know what? The problem is that the price of pussy has plummeted, man. Like seriously, like guys, because you know about supply and demand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing with supply and demand is that usually when demand gets high, you know, prices go up. But pussy is something that niggas could get for free. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what happens is the opposite happens, because that's why she was willing to take what $20 from you and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know these. Look, man, chicks know they ain't shit.
Yeah, they know.
They know.
And you know what she said too? She was like, she exited the room. She was like, damn, I gotta respect you. She was like, you said no and you stand stern to it.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah.
Exactly.
She walked out the room.
Let me tell you something. Like, I'm past the point of a lot of cats that's probably watching this thing. So like, if I go on vacation and I don't get a chick to fuck, it doesn't bother me none. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not infatuated by sex anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The thing is, I mean, sex is still dope. Don't get me wrong. Like, a sexy bitch, you can't beat that. Like, it is what it is. But I'm not like, it's not my number one priority anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, as a man, you gotta know what's important to you. You gotta know what's important to you and express that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta know what's important to you and express that. Because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like a lot of cats act like pussy is such a big deal because other cats think it's a big deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But sometimes I don't know if it's really as big as a big deal as niggas really think. You see what I'm saying? And if we're just being honest, then maybe it's not such a big deal.
It's not. And
you see what I'm saying?
And that's the ironic part, is that a lot of times when you don't make it a big deal, that's when you start to attract more of it in general. Because this is the thing, because of course you're gonna have to put some effort into getting the girls. But the thing is, when you make it such a big deal, a lot of times, what happens is that, you know, it becomes a thing where the acquiring of it becomes harder because you're putting too much pressure on acquiring it. You understand what I'm saying? So anytime, so it's like anything else. It's like, the thing is that when you know, like, it's kind of like that story, this philosopher that I listened to called Alan Watts, and I think I talked about this before, where he said that there was a young girl who wanted a bunny rabbit so bad. So then her dad or somebody bought her a bunny rabbit, and then she loved it so much that she was squeezing it and hugging it so tight that she killed it. You feel what I'm saying? And so, because she wanted it so bad, and she was so, you know, like all over, you know what I'm saying? Like she loved it to death. So therefore she didn't have it anymore because of her holding so tight and making it such a serious thing of her acquiring that rabbit. So it's the same thing with women in sex and all this other stuff, is that, yeah, you desire it, but the thing is that if you make it such a big thing, a lot of times you don't get it because you're putting too much pressure on it and you kill the interaction.
Right. And the thing is, a lot of these third world country girls see the pressure that you're putting on it, and that's how they know that they can charge you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
They feel like, oh, he wants it so bad, then if he wants it that bad, then I could put a price tag on it. He's willing to give up money for it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
No, exactly. So I agree with y'all 100%.
Yeah. So it's see I think the best game to apply in this type of situation is authenticity, because the thing is, if you can be who you are and a girl is feeling you, then at some point she's gonna want to be intimate with you. And if she wants to be intimate with you as much as you want to be intimate with her, then there's no money. There's no money involved. But if you're just like, oh my God, I gotta fuck this girl, she's gonna be looking at you like, yeah, you're a payday. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because so you gotta take it easy and be honest with yourself.
Right. Because it was funny. I had this chick that I messed with who does porn. And then she basically let dudes, or she would sell her pussy. You feel what I'm saying? But when it came to me, she didn't sell it to me. And the thing was, when I was talking to her, I wasn't really trying to get with her.
I don't even understand this. We was walking on the street, minding our own fucking business, and this bitch ran up and started partaking in the conversation.
Just talking.
Next thing we know, this nigga was up in the apartment fucking this bitch.
Right. And
I'm like,
and the thing is, the funny part is, she told me, she said, hey, listen, I usually charge guys, but I'm not gonna charge you. And I was like, well, I wasn't gonna pay for you anyway.
Hold up. You know, and didn't this bitch eat your ass?
Yes, she did. It was very
hold on.
It was very good too.
Let's look at the facts. We talking about a cat that understands that he doesn't have to pay for pussy.
Right.
We was minding his business, and a Brazilian porn star ran up on him.
Right.
On him.
Right. It was crazy.
And ate his ass. Meanwhile, you got niggas. Meanwhile, you got niggas flying in out of the country, calling off of work to go do push-ups for a 3 in Union Square.
Exactly. So it's terrible.
Because it's always, regardless if he's a prostitute or not, like Locario said, it's always going to be in a woman's nature to want to have sex with a guy that she's attracted to.
Right.
You feel me? That she's feeling. So you ain't got to pay for that shit. You just got to be the person that fit the girl's style or whatever. But I was gonna ask y'all how y'all doing in Jamaica though? How the bitches, y'all just came out there or whatever?
Yeah, we just got here today. We just got here today. We've been running around all day, so that's why we're kind of tired and shit. But we was like, we got to do this live stream because we didn't get to do it earlier because we was running around. But we're gonna be out here for like a week. We got some work to do out here.
What city are y'all in?
We in Kingston.
Yeah, we in Kingston now.
Kingston.
Yeah.
Ain't Kingston hood?
Kingston is the hood. Kingston is like Brooklyn, my nigga. Kingston is like Brownsville. All over.
Exactly. Like this shit, nigga. When I got off the plane,
Kingston is Brownsville under construction.
Yo, when I got off the plane, my dude, I was like, and we was driving through and shit, and I was like, yo, this shit look like fucking like what's that movie?
Sicario?
City of God.
Oh yeah, City of God.
Sicario and fucking this shit looked like super, like people walking around barefoot and shit, and just dust everywhere, and just road and fucking. I'm just like, God damn. I was like, this is how I know I'm American, because I was feeling like an asshole. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was feeling like a fucking, like one of these Americans who think they're better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look at these people over here in their dusty fucking hoods with their dust all over their fucking shoes and their ashy feet.
This nigga Locario was feeling white privilege.
I know exactly.
His dark-skinned black ass was feeling white privilege. That's how fucked up it is in certain parts of Kingston.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong? I was like, what's going on with these people?
I feel you, because in some places, like I went to Africa, I went to Ethiopia, it was the same thing. Like, and I was joking, I was like, God, like, how the fuck y'all motherfuckers live like this? You don't want to come off rude.
Right, but it just feels, because you're so used to a certain type of, like the stores over here look like abandoned buildings. You feel what I'm saying?
And it's a real store.
It's a store.
It's a store where you could go get your milk and your bread. Like, it's real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
See, let me tell you something. That's why you'll never hear me, like, I have a lot of issues with America and the government and Trump and this and that, but I will never say shit, okay? Because when you come to these other countries and then you go back to America and there's a Walmart, a nice clean store where you could go buy shit and live your life like a regular person, you gotta appreciate that shit, B. I'm sorry, like you have to appreciate it.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
it's funny when I went to Africa and I came back, and it's not. I love Africa. Don't get me wrong, but I kissed the floor. As I got to America, I swear to God, I got on my knees. I was like, thank God.
Yo, there's nothing like America,
It's
man.
crazy.
Fuck that shit.
It's crazy.
America holds it down. I ain't even gonna front.
Cause like I'm rolling around here, like lock the doors, nigga.
Except for Brownsville under construction.
It's like twice. We said exactly. He was like, yo, and we was driving over these hills. Listen, the roads. There's parts of the road where you have to honk the horn so the other car can know that you're like about to turn the corner, so you don't hit the other car. Like
head on, like in a head-on collision.
Yeah, so there's no like, and then you're driving up hills where there's no fucking like wall, like there's no border. So like if you're driving and you make a wrong turn, you could just fall off the cliff. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no railing. There's no railing.
Yo, Miles was about to holler at this chick coming down the fucking road. And then we noticed that she had a machete in her hand. So we was like, all right, my nigga, chill. Don't street harass this one, okay?
Don't catcall this bitch, because she might chop you up.
So I got legit scared and fucking went on the other side of the car. And my other man's was in the car. I didn't even warn him the chick was coming because I was too scared to even speak. So
You let me take the L for that one.
I let him take the L, exactly. I was like... nigga.
Yo, no, Shorty had a real machete though. She had a fucking like a 36-inch machete, like straight up.
And just walking,
chilling. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch doing walking down the street with a machete? Like, what is a bitch doing just walking around down the street with a machete?
So you trying to holler at that? I'm like,
But she was cute though, don't front.
Yeah, she was cute, but
she was
still,
cute.
that's a fate worse than rejection. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll chop your fucking dick off. Talking about
That nigga's
shit.
worried about rejection. This bitch will chop your shit up. Not only will she not give you the number, she will chop your shit up.
Exactly. So you gotta be careful.
Yo, third world country. See, the thing is, and that's why niggas need to travel, because they could experience so much. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize that you could get chopped up, as opposed to just a bitch saying no when you ask for the number,
right?
It doesn't seem like much
anymore.
anymore.
No doesn't seem that bad. You
see what I'm saying? So then you develop a stronger skin, so you can actually go out and holler at these hoes. You understand? Yo, America, I love America. I want to say that. Trump, you're doing a great job. Fuck all these niggas. Fuck every last one of these motherfuckers. I don't care what they saying. You're doing a great job. Keep it up, homie. Keep it up. The stock market is staying up. Everything is doing all right. Walmart is good. You understand? I could go to Walmart and get my bread, my cheese, my milk. You feel me? Keep it up.
Lloyd Flackner, he said, you guys is extra. You just come to Jamaica and talk shit.
Hey, but y'all brothers, man, y'all stay safe, man. You feel me? Hopefully, y'all, both y'all brothers not down or whatever, but in the meantime, enjoy yourselves.
That's
stay safe,
yo,
man.
good looking,
I heard
bro.
Kingston was good. That's why I was in Montego Bay. I can't really be part of too much. You know, I can't be on that crazy shit. So
I feel you, shit.
On some chill, laid back shit.
Shit, I feel you, man. Stay away from the hood out here, man. I need to stay away from it too. I got a wife and a girlfriend to go back to. So yeah, man. I appreciate the call, bro. All right,
man. Peace.
All right,
Peace, bro.
Yeah, man. That shit crazy. Oh my god. Woo. They said we exaggerating. Now we almost.
These things happen today.
Listen, we almost died 4 times today. I'm dead serious.
These things happen. We almost had 4 head-on collisions. A lady walked past us with a machete.
Exactly.
These things happen.
Right. The car broke down.
The car broke down. Yeah.
So what up? Who's calling?
Wagwan, this is Spartan. What's up, bro?
This nigga said Wagwan. Oh shit.
I got scared for a second.
Yo, I feel y'all though, because I'm Haitian, so I'm from Haiti,
okay.
And I haven't been back to Haiti yet, so I know, like, how do you guys feel being back home?
Man, well, this is my first time back home, so this shit is a culture shock for me, man. Like, this is like shit I seen in movies, when you're in the safety of your home in Brooklyn with your air conditioner and your fucking, laptop, and you're watching Netflix and you're watching some movie, and a person's in a third world country stranded, and you're like, damn, what would I do if that was me? But you're glad it's not you, and now I feel like it's me. Like, I feel like I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm trapped. Like this live stream is a cry for help. I need y'all to help and get us out of here.
Yo, we gotta start a GoFundMe. Mr. Locario's trapped in Jamaica.
For real. So
man, hey, y'all tripping. But who was any of y'all born in Jamaica?
no,
I was born in Jamaica.
Miles was born in Jamaica. I was born in Brooklyn, but my father, my whole father's side of the family's from Jamaica, but I've never been to Jamaica. This is my first time here, so this is just like, you know, like I'm just like I don't even like going camping, nigga. I like to be in nice 5-star hotel. I'm bougie. I like 5-star hotels with fucking
with Wi-Fi
and hot room service maids.
And air conditioning,
right? And a Becky. That's what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit with people walking around with sandals with fucking, you know, dirt on their feet. I can't do it. Like I can't do this shit.
Hey, Locario, you tripping? You must be drunk or something, bro.
I'm just being honest. Yo, this shit. I like my clothes ironed and pressed. I like coffee from the fucking from the coffee machine in Starbucks. I like all that bougie shit, man. I'm fucking bougie. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I was brought up in. I'm spoiled.
Yo,
listen. I have a wife and a girlfriend, so you know I'm spoiled. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, this nigga saw a goat today for the first time.
Exactly.
Nigga saw a live goat on the street.
I lost my mind.
And he was like, "What the fuck?"
I can't with this shit, son.
Yo. No, but on a real though, like as an immigrant or as children of immigrant,
right?
You know, we got a responsibility, man. Because you know, we come like, you know, I'm from Haiti, like I told you,
right?
So we really come from the mud, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's real shit.
Like we got to remember where we come from, you know, because we got something to offer to the world. It makes us work that harder. Just like you were saying, Miles. You know, when a girl got a machete and she'll chop you up. You know, but when you're over here in America, a little rejection don't seem like nothing.
Exactly.
For us, you know, for us who's from different countries and stuff, you know, we come from like a different type of environment. So it's like, that's why, you know, it seems like, you know, people from other countries hustle harder. It's just because, you know, sometimes they just kind of like hold on to the stuff that they came from, you know. So it's a good thing that y'all there. You get to see where you come from, you know.
Right. Now you're right, and that's the thing I appreciate is actually being here and feeling it. You know what I mean? And this is what I feel like this is very analogous, I guess is that the word, to the game when it comes to women, because a lot of guys, they hear about or they watch videos or they read books about attracting women or whatever, but until you actually go out and talk to women and deal with women, you don't know how you feel when you deal with chicks. You understand? So the same thing happened to me when I was here. It was like, yeah, I've, you know, like heard about, you know, certain countries and being in certain places, but then when I go there, it's a whole different feel of actually being there. You know what I'm saying? And being in the situation and having the people like interact with you and look at you, and you have the feeling of like, how do I feel in this moment? You know what I'm saying?
Being different from them, standing out.
Exactly.
Because as soon as we open our mouth,
they know. They
even before we open our mouth, because niggas is, you know, clean cut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we niggas just came from the barbershop.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We get cuts daily. You know what I'm saying?
So,
or we cut shit ourselves. So when niggas look at us, it's like they know. You're not from a third world country, are you? Sir?
Right.
And then you open up your mouth.
Nah, y'all tripping. You trying to say Jamaicans ain't fresh? They fresh too.
Nah, they fresh, but in a different way, my nigga.
Right.
In a different, because I'm not talking about when you go to the club, when you go to a party. I'm talking about when you go to KFC to fucking order some food for dinner.
Right. Like we
saying?
went to KFC and that shit was packed.
KFC on a Friday night is packed just like a club would be. However, going to KFC to order some food on a Friday night is a regular thing.
Right. And
you understand what I'm saying?
And you know, I'm the only one in there talking like how I'm talking. Everybody's in there like, well, what to go on? Let me get to, you know, all that other shit. And they looking at me like, dude, what's up with your voice? You know what I'm saying? Like, so they know I ain't from around here. You know what I mean? So they already see. You know what I'm saying? So,
now Jamaicans are fresh when they need to be. You understand? But Americans, because we're American, we're fresh even when we don't need to be. You see what I'm saying? So they looking at us like, who is this nigga? Because trust me, niggas was hovering.
Right,
okay?
right.
Niggas was hovering because just because we're not from here don't mean we don't know when niggas is hovering.
Yeah, because we from the hood still.
Yeah, we from the hood still.
Like
so,
I grew up in Brownsville. You
right.
know what I'm saying? East New York. This guy used to live in East New York.
Exactly.
So we know when shit. We have like, I feel like black people that grew up in the hood have a spidey sense. Like we know when we could feel when the trouble might happen. So our head was already on a swivel. Like, okay, let's see what's going on in this situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, like Mr. Locario, I remember you was talking about that because I grew up in the hood too. I used to live in the projects. I didn't realize it until I started watching your channel that when I go out, I'm always like looking and checking my environment. I'm always
right.
doing
Yeah,
that.
which is a smart thing to do.
Right, and it's something that's like ingrained in you because of where you came from and how you were brought up. Because in order for you to survive, you got to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You got to make sure that you protect yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of shit. Because even when I'll be talking to my wife and shit, and she's white, and she don't know no better because she's white. You know what I'm saying? And she never had to watch her back because she's white. You feel what I'm saying? So she's like,
I'm white. I don't have to watch my back.
Like she's like, come on, what's the big deal? And what's going on? What are you talking about? It's not, so she's not from the same place. So she'll sometimes tell me I'm paranoid, and I'm like, well, see, you don't understand because you're not me. You don't have to live through what I lived through. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna experience a different type of situation because you're white. You feel what I mean? And so
we can change our money,
right?
Because everybody was like,
right.
We had 4 people hawking us at the West.
Right? Yeah, exactly. We had like 4 or 5 people checking us. Because they're looking at our pockets. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we was trying to change our American dollars into Jamaican dollars. And, some of the people in our group didn't want to do that shit at that time.
Right.
Because niggas was hovering.
Right. So,
like, you know when niggas is just standing around doing shit for no reason.
Right.
You're like, nigga, you wouldn't be here if I wasn't here, nigga.
Right.
You feel me?
Especially
when I had an ex with in Haiti. She went back for the first time. They was out there in Port-au-Prince, I think, and they went out to walk, in the evening, went to walk around.
Right.
And she was getting ready to put her purse on, and then the person that was walking with told him, "Nah, you leave the purse, don't bring it out."
Right.
Because if you bring it out, it might get snatched, like for real.
Right. You gotta be careful, man.
I definitely understand where you're coming from.
You gotta be careful because I'm walking around here with this watch on. You feel what I'm saying? And this shit ain't even real, my nigga. You know how much I paid for this shit? $10. You know what I'm saying? That's a $10 fake gold watch. You feel what I'm saying? Let's keep this shit real. You know what I mean? I can't afford real gold.
Though.
What? Say that again?
You keep it clean though.
Exactly, I gotta keep it clean, but I can't afford real gold. I need more niggas to join the Bad Boy membership. So,
but are you guys gonna eat authentic Jamaican food?
Oh yes.
Yeah, we got.
Yes, we were at this Airbnb where they cook breakfast for you and shit.
Okay, no, I'm talking about some jerk chicken, some brown stew. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we need that. I need to taste some. I need to taste some Jamaican beef patties though. That's what I need to see if it's real out here. Is that some real shit?
Yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna take a walk.
We're gonna take
in
a walk
the daytime though.
Yo, and get some oxtail too. Oxtail.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. Yeah.
But I really was calling to like kind of elaborate on that Tinder thing, because that was a hot mess. I think I first saw it on Tariq Nasheed's show, and then like I'm gonna first tell you, like when I had like a few months ago, I broke up with my ex. I had kind of opened up a Tinder, but it just didn't feel right. I was like, man, this don't feel right. I feel like a beggar. I feel like like. And when I started watching Locario, it's like it made it feel even worse, And it's just like because learning more about my value and all that stuff, it just made me feel so. I deleted my account. I just didn't want to be in that position where it's like I'm waiting on some other woman. I'd rather be the one in control and doing it out in person. And then now you see this tomfoolery. You got 100, 200 dudes coming out to meet a chick. And the thing is, all of them thought they was the only one there, But I would have thought something when I would have saw it's nothing but dudes out here. You know what I'm saying? That's the first like red flag I would have. But I wouldn't have been out there to begin with. But the thing is, like, it makes me know I'm on the right path because watching you guys, like you and Miles, it's like, you guys kind of show through this. It's just evident how much we need the stuff that you and Miles are spitting. because if it wasn't for you guys, we would be the guys amongst those 200 guys that was there in that crowd.
Yo, and we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for even recognizing that.
For real.
Because seriously, what's going on with a lot of men these days is really sad, and it's a serious situation. You understand? Because a lot of cats think that when we get on here and talk this shit, it's supposed to be common sense, and why would guys need to hear this shit and blah blah blah? Like y'all niggas is just blowing smoke up niggas' ass and blah blah blah. But the point is, why is this happening? Why is this happening? You see what I'm saying? And it's mainly because a lot of cats don't understand their own value. You understand? And that's the truth.
Right. Cubes, let him know what you was gonna say, because my man Cubes over here had a.
I mean, to be honest with you, man, like I said, man, I take from what y'all doing. Like, I know y'all got like a certain specific task to fulfill.
Right.
In a sense, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of the stuff that y'all say, to me, personally, is common sense. But I do understand that a lot of these dudes out here need some guidance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because you a player. You already been banging chicks since you was 3.
Right. No, but I do get what y'all say. A lot of things that I do say too is so real that it changed my perspective on a different look. I do say to myself, like, okay, so let me look at it from this angle. So I'm not taking from what y'all do, but I do believe a lot of the stuff is
common sense
in a sense. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
But I do believe like everybody got a different, path in a sense, and they gotta like find their way in a different way. You know what I mean? So,
Nah, it needs to be said, man, because a lot of guys don't understand their value. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys is willing to fucking fly to West Bubblefuck for some chick that promised them a date, and then when they get there, they doing push-ups. Like, really, nigga? If you do, listen to me. If you're doing push-ups and you're not doing them for yourself to improve your own health and your own physique, then stop doing push-ups. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't ever do push-ups for a bitch. Never. Don't do nothing for a bitch. Bottom line, you ain't supposed to do nothing for females, dude. Nothing. If you do something for a female, it has to be for yourself.
Right.
Meaning, if you fucking go out to dinner and you invite a female, it's because you want her there. If you do something nice for a female, it's because you wanted to do that thing. Not because you wanted to do it for her, but because you wanted to do it for you. And you wanted to create that reality that includes her. But it's not about her, it's about you. That's why there's no such thing as a nice guy. Because if you're doing something, you should be doing it for selfish reasons. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should always be selfish. Always. Because a chick is always selfish. And not that you're doing it because a chick is always selfish, but you have to understand that you doing these things because you want to do them, not because she wants them. You understand what I'm saying?
Real shit.
You're doing these things because you want them. If you don't want them, then they should never be done. Never. You're the fucking prize. She's supposed to follow your program. She's not following your program. Kick rocks. It's more of you than there are of me. Plus, even if there weren't, you need guidance. I'm the man. Even if you look at my gender sign has an arrow on it. I already know what direction I'm going in. Your gender sign has a cross. That means you could go in any fucking direction. I'm here to.
That means you set your ass up for a crucifixion. That's what the cross means.
I'm here to tell a bitch what fucking direction she's supposed to go in. Do you understand what I'm saying? But these cats are so far removed from their purpose, they have no idea. To the point where they calling out from work and buying international plane tickets to go do push-ups for some 3. It's sad, man. It's sad. Y'all niggas, get on the fucking Bad Boy membership and stop fucking around. Get on the fucking Bad Boy membership. Stop fucking around, son.
That shit's official, man.
Even if you don't want to get on the Bad Boy membership, do something.
I would never commit to a woman unless they do this. You know, I watched that video like 6 times. That's when he was talking about how the woman she gotta submit to you. She gotta be on your program. And the thing about it is, the reason why I left my chick was because I started to realize that she wasn't on my program and she was actually working against me. And then, like Locario was saying, it's like because I was trying, I on my own business, like shit was not going well, and it's because she wasn't helping. Two, her energy and her negative energy was really affecting me to the point I couldn't work. But that's all on me. That's my fault. That's that's on me because I didn't know what I needed to do to see that I need to either kick her out the way or how to guide her.
Right.
But the thing about it is, those guys that showed up at that event, they're going to end up in the same type of relationship that I was in because they don't know their value. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about.
Right. Real shit, man.
It's very serious, guys. It's very serious. Like, we talk and we joke, but 200 guys, man, 200? Mm-hmm. 200 though?
That shows the amount of the lack of game dudes got. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, in when we was doing the Bad Boy show, see, it's little simple shit. This is why it's important to learn game, because if you're talking to a girl, and let's say you're talking to her on Tinder, and you're trying to set up a date, you always, not sometimes, not once in a while, but always, you got to always set the date and set where you guys are going to go and what you guys are going to do.
You set the date, time, and location,
right,
son.
So if that's the case, you would have never gotten into that situation where you got tricked into meeting up with this girl because she's the one who told them, hey, meet me here and do this and do that. So basically, they're following her. See, a lot of times when you become more well-versed in the game, you understand that when you follow the rules of the game, that's when things are going to work out better for you. See, a lot of times when you don't follow the rules of the game, it's shit like this that happens. You see what I'm saying? And so then you gotta, and to an extent, it's good that this happens for some guys because at least now they learned. They learned, okay, damn, I shouldn't have did that, or I learned the lesson now. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is that once you learn that lesson and once you understand what you should do in the game, then shit like this is going to happen less and less. You feel what I mean? Right. And so that's the thing that we try to get guys to understand is that, there's certain things you need to know and certain things you should do to benefit you. And then there's certain things that you don't know. And then because you don't know, you're going to end up doing crazy shit like this. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing where guys want to get someplace with a girl. They want to be able to have sex with a girl. They want to get the hot girls. They want to get this girl, that girl. They want to get a whole bunch of girls calling them, all this other stuff. But in order for you to get that going, there's certain things you need to know. This is what I keep telling guys, and guys never want to listen, and this is why they get into those situations. So if you know certain things, it's going to be almost impossible for you to get into certain situations that's going to be to the detriment of you. You see what I'm saying? And that's the part that guys don't get. They think, well, I don't need to learn this. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that. And because you don't know certain things, it's going to mess up your shit. It's just like anything else. Any type of thing what you don't know can hurt you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you getting into a relationship with a woman who has like a toxic personality, who's all over the place, who's crazy, who's this, who's that, who's just very negative. And because you don't know that this is the type of chick you should stay away from and that there are other girls who are going to cooperate, you're going to end up dealing with her and you might make the mistake of getting her pregnant or dealing with her in a way where she ends up like doing something to you, or she ends up calling the cops on you. She falsely accused you of sexual the harassment or assault or whatever it is. And then therefore you're in a situation that you never wanted to be in because you didn't understand what you should have did in the first place, which was kick her to the curb and find you a girl who's going to cooperate and this and that, because you thought that it was normal for a girl to be this way.
Look,
you see what I'm saying?
Yo, even when you're compromising with a female, you still gotta run the situation. Cause I remember I told y'all a story about a chick that I had a quick Tinder date with the other day, and I was supposed to meet her in the evening for dinner, for drinks. Not dinner, but I would meet her in the evening for drinks. And she switched up the situation and said she wanted to meet for breakfast, right? I still was the one who told her, meet me at Panera at 10. You understand? So even though she switched her preference, I still told her when and where to meet. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then once we were there, I was able to assess the situation, and the story ended up being that me and her couldn't work out, and I walked out on the bitch. You understand what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is, even though she was, finagling this and finagling that, I was still in control. You understand? Because, listen, after I left her, I went ahead and did what I had to do for the day. Because my nigga, to the point that if you look at the map from the direction of my house to the Panera, the next place that I had to go was someplace that I had to go, which was on the way. The Panera was on the way to the place that I had to go to do something that I needed to do. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm controlling the situation. No fucking loss. I stopped at the Panera on my way to what I was doing to see if this bitch was worthy of my time, and she was not. And I left, and I went and did what I had to do, and continued on with my day and took care of my business. I'm a fucking man. Pussy is not that important. Your life is short. Your life is short. After you finish pumping and you bust a nut, then you think about what you really have to do with your life. Don't you understand that shit?
Real shit.
You have a purpose. You won that race out of 1 million sperm for a reason. And you letting pussy control your fucking shit? Is that what you doing? Come on, people. Come on, man.
Yeah. And it's really not even only about these women. Like, there's stuff that, like, I learned from you guys. I implement those things in my business. It's like I take control of the sale. I take control of where I meet. You know, how much I'm willing to take for an item, how much I'm not willing to take, where I'm willing to go, where I'm not willing to go. And if they don't, and if the person is giving me any slack, I don't sell it to them because I have the abundance mentality. Somebody else will buy it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the stuff that y'all teaching goes way beyond.
You have to set your price and live your life. Set your price, live your life. You understand what I'm saying? Don't let none of these. Let me tell you something. If you know you have a good product, money's gonna come. You understand? Remember, money is always a byproduct of doing what you love and being good at what you love. You understand what I'm saying? Just like pussy and women is a byproduct of you being the man that you're supposed to be.
Right.
Period.
Well said.
These listen, man. I don't want to ever see no shit like that happen again. I swear, that shit made me sad, son. That shit made me sad on some real shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit made me feel for, like, the species of men. And honestly, like, in a certain way, I'm actually, like, we owe her. We owe that bitch and the guy. Because remember, the guy that gave her the idea is the same guy behind the video of the girl walking through New York.
Oh, the same guy?
Yeah, the same guy.
Yeah, walking through
same
New York.
fucking guy.
Yeah, they hooked that.
Somebody's trying to.
Same girl?
No, different girl,
right,
different premise,
right.
different girl.
Right.
But the point I'm trying to make is somebody's trying to tell us something about men and what we think of our own worth.
Wake up.
Wake the fuck up, man.
Yo, no, that's real shit. Well, my sister sent me this Facebook video of a dude like fixing something at a house, and then it was like him. He was the only dude, and it was like three little girls and one, I guess the mom or whatever.
Right.
And then one of the little girls put a little weasel on them, like a little animal, furry animal on the dude. And he got up and started screaming and, just acting like, like a little faggot. And then I'm like, and then I'm looking at my sister like, why are you sharing this? Because my sister low key kind of hate men. And I'm like, like women are really like getting high off of this stuff, bro. Like seeing men in these positions.
Right.
What do y'all think about that?
Man, well, the thing is, just in general, men have been, we've been conditioned to a certain point in this day and age to be less masculine. You understand? Just in general. And, whenever a guy is masculine, because even my dude, Johnny Quest said in the chat room, he said, I agree with Miles. However, when you try this in the real world, chicks always give you a hard time. But see,
so
that's it, exactly. That's the thing. Like, the fact that you would care that a chick's going to give you a hard time is a direct effect on how you've been sort of like, fucked up in your masculinity. Because as a man, you shouldn't give a fuck about none of that. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, we've gotten to a point where where we're scared to actually be ourselves. You see what I'm saying? And that causes things to happen like what happened at Union Square with this chick. You see what I mean? Because guys have lost their sense of self. And so because we lost our sense of self, women have also lost their sense of self. You understand? Because they follow us. Right. And so if we don't even know where the hell we're going, right, they're going to run amok and do a whole bunch of crazy shit, which they are doing at this point. You see what I'm saying? And this is how it happens, you know, like every day at this point. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the equivalent of those guys showing up there and us seeing that is like when black people see a black person being shot by the police, unarmed and all that stuff. That's what it was like for me watching that video. And it was also the same thing for me watching that video with the dude running around, the big black guy screaming because they put a little animal on him. It's like I felt like I need to kneel at the Star Spangled Banner song, because it's like we taking L's as a men out here, and it's like these women is like they sharing these videos because they enjoy seeing us, you know, losing like this, you know. Right. But we're like. But us who watch you guys, we're that 20% that's gonna be fucking these bitches, you know. And those other dudes. I'm gonna
tell you, the women don't enjoy it as much as you think. Okay. No. Because you see, it's kind of like when a comedian gets a really big laugh out of something said in truth. You understand what I'm saying? It's like satire. You understand? It's funny, but it's not really funny. It's actually a serious problem. It's a truth. It's a truth of our community that we need to address. But since we can't do any better at this moment in time, the best thing to do is to laugh at it. You understand what I'm saying? But the truth is, it's something that we need to address. It's something that men need to address. It's something that needs to be. Son, listen to me. If we have the sperm, okay? The life begins in our nuts. Women are nothing without us. Nothing, absolutely nothing. They are an incubator. An incubator doesn't mean anything unless it has something to incubate. True. You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy,
if you were lucky enough to be born a man, you have to come to terms with the power that you possess. You have to. If you don't, then somebody will assume that power for you, and that's what's happening. Because we don't understand the power that we possess, everybody else in society is assuming that power for us. As black men, white people are using white supremacy to assume power. As men in general, women are using whatever power they can muster with social justice shit and Me Too and feminism and all that shit to fucking control our fucking existence and our power. They're assuming our power. Why? Because we don't. We refuse to.
Thanks. So let me ask you guys a question. Should the guys like us, like you guys who teach, and us guys who were fortunate enough to find you guys, and we know better and we're doing better, should we be celebrating now that, you know, we're on the outside looking at these guys?
You should be helping your brother. You should be helping your brother. At the very least, you should be sharing these videos with them. If you're not sharing these videos with them, you should be having discussions with them on why they're not valuing themselves as men more.
Right. Well, the reason why I ask is because you know how it's like what they say, like 20% of the guys are the ones that are reproducing, right? Right. Okay, so what I'm saying is, from what we're learning from you guys who are teaching it, we're pushing ourselves into that 20%. The thing about it is, because we used to be in that 80% of the beta males, should we be celebrating, or should we just say, hey, this is just what it is, or just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, you're gonna always have alphas and the betas. You feel what I'm saying? You're always gonna have that dynamic period, no matter what you do. The thing is, though, is that, you know, the point of being the alpha male is that not only do you manage women, but you're also a leader of men also. So what you're doing is you're influencing other guys, even if they're beta guys, to still be men. Because even if you're a beta, you're still a beta male. You see what I'm saying? You still should be. You're still a man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you still should have some of that masculinity in you when you're dealing with a chick. You know, you may not be looked at as that alpha guy, but you still have some masculinity there. So the thing is that we have to a point where there's so many dudes who are just ignoring the masculine principle. They're ignoring the masculinity within themselves. And that, when you do that, that throws everything out of whack. Because remember, the masculine is what the feminine follows. So if the masculine is all over the place, if the masculine isn't intact, that means the feminine isn't intact. Anytime the masculine isn't intact, the feminine isn't going to be intact. And this is why things are the way it is now in society, is because the way that women, because you know you have like MGTOWs that'll say, oh, women do this and they're crazy, and this, that's still our fault. You see what I'm saying? Like, all the craziness women are doing, that's still our fault as men.
Let me tell you something. All MGTOW means, MGTOW equals giving up. That's it.
Right.
MGTOW don't mean nothing else except giving up.
Right.
You understand? That's all it means. It means they're giving up on their own masculinity and understanding that they are here to guide women. We're here to guide women. That's what we're here to do. We're here to let women know what direction they should be going in. Period. Period. I don't give a fuck how smart a bitch is, how independent she thinks she is, how much money she make. And the more money she make, the better. Why? Because you can tell her what to do with the check.
Right, exactly.
If you understood the power of your position, you would be able to let her know, this is what we gonna do with your check, baby girl. Keep working. Keep making that white man rich. But when you bring home this check, this is what we gonna do to build our empire. But y'all motherfuckers don't see that shit. You'd rather do push-ups to try to get on a date with a bitch.
I agree with you, Miles. Like Miles, you were saying, we need to reach back and help our brothers. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta spread this information. You gotta spread this information, whether by sharing the videos or at least having conversations with these dudes, letting them know they fucking up, letting them know they fucking up. And if they're not trying to hear you, leave them alone. Do what you gotta do. But you have to try to lead by example in some form or fashion. You have to lead by example in some form or fashion. The shit is not a game, because the thing with this shit is that it affects our society and our generations forthcoming. It affects everything forthcoming. You understand what I'm saying? And imagine if every next generation imagine if this number of 200 or 150 to 200 grows to 500, to 1,000, to 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 men meeting one bitch in Union fucking Square to do push-ups.
I'm saying, it's crazy. That's what happens.
So let me ask you guys a question. Why are the people like us who watch you guys, who follow you guys, who study what you teach, why are we so fortunate to not be a part of that number?
Well,
those guys. What separates us from them?
Well, the thing is, one is because you actually are, like, you actually care and have an open mind to actually learn game. You feel what I'm saying? Or be aware of what's going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Awareness
of you understand what it is. And two, some guys just don't know. Because trust me, some of those dudes who was out there simping for this girl, they really don't know. Like, there's a lot of guys who don't know. You know what I'm saying? Then you have the guys who refuse to acknowledge the situation. Those are the guys who will say, oh, well, you know, there's no reason to learn this type of shit or learn game or understand women or be this. I'm just going to go my own way, or I'm just going to forget all that. So, like, again, like you were saying, giving up. You see what I mean? So it's like, that's the thing. It's like, you know, what guys don't understand is or certain guys don't understand is that as a man, you have to have dominion over your world and your situation. And so most guys, since they don't understand that, they feel powerless already. Right. You see what I'm saying? Which is why you'll have a guy, and you know, and I'm not just trying to shit on MGTOW, but I'm using him as an example. A guy who will say he's a MGTOW guy, and basically what that's saying is that I don't understand my power and the fact that I have dominion over my world. Because a lot of MGTOW guys say, well, shit is messed up because the government is going to do this and women are going to act this way and whatever. And I'm like, well, how did it get to the point where the government even got into your situation with your woman? Shouldn't you as a man be able to create a situation where your woman is following you and orchestrate a situation where your girl wouldn't even do that type of shit? But see, that again, this is what I'm saying, it's your fault as a man. You see what I mean? So if you did what you need to do as a man, then you wouldn't even have to worry about all this other extra shit. And that's what we're talking about here. You see what I'm saying? And so you're going to have guys who are just not going to get it, some guys who understand but want to ignore it, and then you have the guys like you and ourselves who understand what it is, and we just have to keep letting more people know.
You have to continue to lead by example, because you have to show that that your consciousness or your way of thinking is a viable possibility. You have to show that that's an option, because it's all about options. It's all about choice. These guys are making the choice, and you're making the choice. You have to show them that this choice still exists. The choice of acknowledging your manhood, acknowledging the value of your manhood, still exists. You have to show that. You understand? And the thing is, you have to try to get in early. You have to look at your little cousins, your nephews, your nieces. You understand what I'm saying? Your sons. You have to get in where you fit in, on an early level, and show them the power of their existence. You understand what I'm saying? And show you have to lead by example, and be strong in that, because it's not. Trust me, it's not easy. It's not necessarily easy understanding the responsibility of being a man. It's not easy, and it's not easy understanding the responsibility of being a woman. That's why so many of us don't want to be women, and so many of us don't want to be men. That's why all this transgender shit is in existence right now, because everybody's running from who they actually are. That's what's really happening. Everybody's running from who they actually really are. So it's hard for anybody to fucking keep up with what really is. Nobody wants to keep up with what really is, because they feel like it's too hard. You see what I'm saying?
Real shit.
But there's strength. There's strength in understanding what's between your legs. There's strength in that. There's strength in not running from it. There's strength in not trying to fucking cut it off and put on a wig and trying to be something else.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Soon come
Go
on.
ahead, brother. Go
Okay.
ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. But
I was just going to say, there's a hidden gem within this catastrophe of an L that we men receive. But that gem is the whole looks thing, because out of that 150 or 100 guys, whatever, I'm pretty sure there are some pretty good-looking guys in that 100, 150. But here's the thing. That girl, because she was the one that was able to drag all of them out there like that, she's not going to be attracted to any of them. So what do you guys think about the whole, what about that whole situation? Like, because how can you say that, well, if I look good, that's all it really takes? But here you have a situation where these guys are getting pimped by this one girl. She's not going to respect any of them, no matter how good or ugly they look.
Right. And that's the thing. Again, that goes back to game. This is what I always say. I always bring it back to game, because no matter, you look this way, you look that way, or you have this money, that, whatever, it's still, dependent upon the strategy that occurs when you're dealing with women just in general. And that overall, that trumps almost everything in most cases, because, you can't help how you look, your money can fluctuate, your status can go up and down, but the knowledge you have up here, you feel what I'm saying? Nobody can take that away from you. And you understanding your masculinity and your value, nobody can take that away from you. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. But yo, listen, I appreciate the call, my dude. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what's up,
I
man.
appreciate speaking out.
That's
Hey,
what's
y'all,
up,
y'all guys need to give some Father's Day gifts, because y'all out here really doing a good job.
I feel you, bro, man. I appreciate that, bro. All right? I'm holler at you, man.
All right.
Peace. Later. All right, people. We about to call it a day in this bitch. So listen, man. Now, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, that was calling in. We went like
we appreciate you all.
Exactly.
Find your nuts.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Plant the seed.
Exactly.
Allegedly,
exactly. So listen, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, join the Bad Boy membership. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you get that shit popping.
Manhood is not a joke.
Exactly.
Listen to me. Manhood is not a joke. Okay? It's a necessity.
It's real shit.
It's necessary in this shit, B.
Real shit.
It's so necessary. Yo, and don't listen to these bitches, B. Don't listen to these strong, independent women. They're looking for somebody with a righteous plan to fit them in and lead them and let them know what it is.
Exactly.
That's what they need it so bad, but they can't tell you that. They can't tell you that because it doesn't match all of the shit that they've been indoctrinated with. But masculinity is so necessary. The fact that you've been born a man is highly important. Your life makes the difference in the lives of so many others.
Real shit.
So many others. Because there's things that you can do that women cannot and will not do. You understand? That's what makes the difference. You are different from them. No, we're not equal. You're different. You are a man. Okay? It's not always easy, but don't be afraid to step up to the challenge of being a man. Okay? Because they need you. They need you. We need you. Everybody needs you to be a fucking man. And until you recognize that shit, nothing's gonna change, and it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse. That fucking fiasco in Union Square is a prime example of what we've been talking about. It's all it is an example of what we've been talking about. Your nuts are necessary, B. Your nuts are necessary. Don't walk away from being a man.